Hello and welcome back to the Maas&Staple podcast. Stephen, we're up to episode 19. We're on our last guest for the season of season 1, but we've still got one more episode to go. So, what do you reckon so far? 19 episodes.
I can't believe it. It's been so quick. I can't believe it. Every episode you say, "Oh, can you believe it, Stephen?" And this time I fully can.
Yeah, you can believe it now.
I can fully believe it now.
We're nearly there. Alrighty, so let me introduce you to our first, our fourth guest, Callum Murphy. He's a professional, not quite a fully professional tennis player or coach, but he's nearly there in the ranks. So Callum, how are you going? All right?
Thank you for having me, boys. Yeah, I'm doing well. How are we going?
Yeah, we're going pretty good.
Yeah, good, mate.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So, what made you get into tennis and all that?
Well, I remember watching Wimbledon and the beloved Nick Kyrgios. Yeah, got to crack your drinks, boys.
Yeah.
Hey.
Cheers, well done.
I'd followed tennis sporadically over the years, but then I started watching Nick Kyrgios at Wimbledon in 2014 when he beat the great Rafael Nadal, and thought, oh shit, we might have a good hope, someone to fly the flag after Leighton Hewitt, because Bernard Tomic hasn't done too well. So yeah, ever since then Nick inspired me to get into tennis, and I've loved it ever since, mate.
Yep. And also you've done a bit of cricket as well, and a bit of AFL. And what made you get into cricket and AFL?
Funny story about cricket. This will annoy a lot of people, but it was actually a POM that got me into cricket. Remember the Ashes series 2006/07? Paul Collingwood, former England player, scored a double hundred.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched that on the news, and I thought, this is interesting. And then played the next test at the Wacker, and Gilly made that 100 off 57 balls and whacked them all around the park, and fell in love with the sport ever since. And footy growing up in 05/06, I started following the Eagles, and they had a very strong team. You had the likes of Ben Cousins and Chris Judd and Daniel Kerr, and yeah, that's how I got into being a West Coast fan.
Yeah, 2005, I think they got beaten by Sydney Swans by 1 point.
2005?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it was like just less than a kick in the 05, and then they got revenge a year later by 1 point.
1 point, yeah, that's right, I remember that now. Yeah. And then 2018, the AFL Grand Final.
Mate, that was one of the best games of footy you'll ever see.
And yeah, of its whole history, I can agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, I hope Freo can get there one day, but yeah, talking about the game, I mean, thing as a West Coast fan, I would love to have a grand final that we win comfortably. We always seem to have grand finals that we only win by less than a goal, and doesn't help the heart rate too much. But 2018 was fantastic, Dom Sheed kicking the goal on the boundary and coming back from 5 goals down, and nothing better than beating the Pies, mate.
Oh yeah, no, those Victorian teams, there's nothing better than being those Victorian teams.
Absolutely, they're the most mollycoddled bloody football clubs in the country.
Yeah, and they're even thinking about adding another team to fucking Tasmania.
Well, that's good to see that we're having teams overseas as well.
Yeah. Oh.
So we're going international now with AFL. It's great to see.
Well, I thought that was what Hawthorn was meant to be doing. They're meant to be playing as a Tasmanian team.
Don't get me wrong. It started on Hawthorn. Yeah. I bloody fucking hate those.
I hate Hawthorn. Especially the Fremantle Dockers grand final.
Yeah,
with,
and they play so dirty, those guys. I remember Brian Lake cleaned up Michael Walters in the third quarter,
and Nat Fyfe got strangled by another Hawthorn player. I can't remember who it was, but it was a full-on strangle.
Yeah.
And they got away with it. It's like, what the fuck?
I think he got revenge a year later when he cleaned up Jordan Lewis at a centre bounce when they were playing at Subi. So, but yeah, hate Hawthorn. And can they even spell football over there in Tasmania?
Not sure if they can or not.
Have to
ask
keep it
Tasmanian.
for them. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Good luck to them.
Yeah, no, absolutely amazing that 2018 grand final. Dom Sheen kicking the goal.
Absolutely.
Those 3 players that helps that goal being kicked, apart from I think it might have been Josh Kennedy who kicked it to someone else, but those 3 other players.
I'll run you through what really happened.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I've
Alright.
watched it only like 500 times.
I watched it around about 100,
Yeah.
about
Every
10
night
times.
before
So
bed.
Treloar runs down the wing from Collingwood and he boots it in, and McGovern takes a spec.
McGovern, that's the one. Yep.
McGovern takes a hanger, kicks it down the wing to Vardy. Vardy takes a chest mark, kicks it on the fly, and Ryan, he was meant to be off the ground
Yep.
as well, takes a spec. He then kicks it to Dom Sheed, and Brainer Maynard from Collingwood was claiming that it should have been a free kick, that he was blocked. Willie Rioli, or Billy Rioli,
Yeah.
considering his latest indiscretion. But and then Dom Sheed lined up. It was absolutely clutch. It was incredible.
Yeah, absolutely amazing that that goal, like just the way they worked, like 4 players getting to each
Yeah.
other and then getting that goal.
Do you remember, sorry to interrupt, after he kicked the goal, remember Jack Darling dropped a simple mark in the goal square? Do you remember that?
No, I don't fully remember that.
That gave me a fucking heart attack, mate. But it was a fantastic game of footy. To come down from 5 goals at the MCG.
Yeah, and it's Collingwood
Incredible.
home's game as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We had all the disadvantages,
Mm.
having to travel, and it was amazing. It was an incredible day of football.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Is
so
the fan meant to be on?
Yeah.
Sorry?
No, it's not meant to be on. Is it annoying, the audio?
Oh,
is
it's
it,
just
or?
picking it up a lot on your
is
mic,
it?
that's all.
On my mic, is it?
Yeah, I just realised.
Alright, I'll fix it up in a minute.
That's all good.
Yeah, so with cricket, so who's your favourite player with the cricket?
All time, I'd have to say Ricky Ponting, because he was our
Ponting, yeah.
best player growing up. And I mean, you had the likes of Shane Warne and Glenn McGrath, but I was always like to see batsmen score runs. So Ricky Ponting is all-time favourite. Currently, I loved Warney as well, especially with his off-field indiscretions and the shenanigans.
He's
he
got
get up
amazing
to.
catching as well.
Sorry?
He's got amazing catching skills as well.
Warney
Yeah.
he was an incredible fielder. He had a very safe pair of hands in the slips, and I mean, you can see he had a very good pair of hands. He was always holding a cigarette, always had his phone in his hand, and I mean, and Liz Hurley as well. I mean, let's just tip our hats off to him. You know, he snagged a good one there. But currently now, I'd have to say Steve Smith,
So, yeah, Steve
the
Smith,
ball
yeah.
tamperer. But
Yeah.
besides that indiscretion, he's been very squeaky clean and hasn't put a foot wrong. And yeah, I'm a big fan of Steve Smith.
Yeah. I'll have to say David Warner or Steve Smith as well.
Yeah,
For
Dave
right
Warner,
now.
bloody legend.
Gilchrist is probably my all-time favourite.
Gilly was
But,
a
yeah.
legend, mate. He revolutionised the sport of cricket. But before Adam Gilchrist came along, wicket keepers were not expected to be good batsmen.
Yeah, that's true.
He
Yeah.
revolutionised it. He averaged nearly 50 in Test cricket,
Yeah.
and he was amazing, Gilly.
Yeah, like if you work out like the averages of because I remember them talking about Donald Bradman.
Yeah.
So Donald Bradman, I
League
should
of his
say.
own.
Yeah. How many games did he play?
Played 54 Test matches, so a lot of those Test matches he would have missed out on because they were playing during World War II.
Okay,
So that
yeah.
was a 6-year hiatus. But you look at a lot of the great modern current day batsmen average in their mid-50s.
So
Bradman was in a league of his own. He averaged 99.94.
is that with all the 150 games that he played, or is that?
So what I mean is
yeah.
averages is how many runs you score in your career
Yeah.
divided by how many times you get out.
Yeah.
He had the best average of all time.
Okay, yep, got ya, yep. Just to explain that's all to the podcast as well, yep.
So he had the best batting average of all time by a country mile, and he's considered the greatest cricketer ever.
Ever, yep. But then you got players now might play 300 or 400 Test games,
Yeah.
and compared to Donald Bradman's play, who would be probably the best player?
I don't think anyone's ever played 300 Test matches.
But say if they
record,
what was the record? Sorry.
the most Test matches ever played by an individual is Sachin Tendulkar. He's played 200.
Okay, yeah.
A lot of it because that's
Damn.
Test matches, but ODI cricketers, they can play like 300 to 400 games.
okay,
There's different formats of the game. But Sachin's the leader with 200 Test matches.
Yep.
Punter played, Ricky Ponting played 168.
Okay, yep.
Michael Clark played 120 odd. And
Yep.
there's been some great players, yeah.
Yeah, so with your AFL, who would probably be your favourite team of AFL?
I'm a West Coast fan. I'm barrack for West Coast. Probably all time, unfortunately, but Benny Cousins was a hero of mine growing up.
Yeah.
Juddy and
Yeah,
all
Chris
that.
Juddy, I remember those players.
Yeah, they were fantastic. I love watching them growing up, but it's a sad sight to see that Benny's struggling now, and I doubt he'll ever come out of it, but he was a gun back in his day. We have to remember what a great footballer he was.
Yeah.
Juddy and Dean Cox, and there were some great players. And currently, right now, I'd say that Elliot Yeo or Jeremy McGovern and Liam Ryan, probably my favourite players going around right now.
Yeah.
And this would surprise a few people. I've mentioned this story to you, but at the pub a couple of weeks ago, I ran into Sonny Walters and Stephen Hill. And it was a pleasure to meet them. They were very nice to us. And yeah, so even though they're from the Dockers, I'd say that they're a couple of my favourite players.
Did they do a shoey with you? Will they do a shoey?
Oh, not quite. I mean, they have to win a grand final first before they can do a shoey. But
Okay.
I actually did a shoey after the 2018 grand final.
Oh wow, yeah.
I'll explain why. Because Luke Shuey won the Norm Smith medal as the best player on ground.
I was going to say Luke Shuey.
Had to be Luke.
Yeah, did a good old shoey,
Yeah.
mate.
Yeah, we all know that. What Daniel Ricciardo does the shoey at the.
He invented the shoey, didn't he, at the Formula Ones? Yeah.
Yeah, and Formula One want to take copyrights to it or something like that as well.
Drinking shoe out of alcohol.
Yeah.
What?
They
So you
want
drink beer out of a shoe, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
How does that make
the most bogan fucking thing to do, really.
Yeah, I guess
It is,
so.
mate. You gotta have like a mullet and a fucking flannel.
Yeah, to do it.
At
Yeah.
the same time, and
Unless you're a sports player, you can get away with it, kind of thing.
absolutely, mate.
Yeah, but
Gotta
if
have
you
fun.
But if you're like if you don't have a mullet and you're just an everyday person, well, probably not a good idea to go and do a shoey.
No, you'd look a bit out of place, wouldn't you?
Yeah. So what other sports do you play or you're into? Type of thing. What was that?
What the fuck are we getting, Rob?
Earthquake, mate. Yeah, what was that?
It's just the chair.
Oh,
That's
right.
the wind. Yeah, that's alright.
Other sports, going back to your question, that's a good question. There's snooker. No, I'm kidding. What the fuck?
Ghost.
Yeah, you keep on talking to Callum and I'll.
All right. Go on,
Okay,
go on.
I'll tell you, Stephen, because I know how closely you follow sport these days.
Every day.
You're just an absolute nerd when it comes to it.
Yeah.
An encyclopedia. So go back to Michael's question. I played AFL, played cricket, played tennis now, and I played a bit of basketball when I was younger. Did that just when I was very young. I didn't have any aspirations to go professionally, but
It's still a
right
good
at
hobby,
it.
is it? The basketball too?
If there's a basketball hoop and mates are down the park and got a basketball, I'll shoot some hoops, but it's not really a passion of mine. But I closely follow the NBA, not too closely, but know who's who. And what else have I played? I played a bit of touch rugby.
Okay.
There's been a lot of sports that I haven't played, but I still follow a lot on telly, like the rugby union and the rugby league, and yeah, and because my mum grew up in Sydney and NRL was very
Apparent there.
yeah, it is very apparent there. It's kind of like in Victoria, footy's really big, and in Sydney, NRL rugby league's very big, so has a big following over in New South Wales. So I got into that from her, and she would tell me stories when she'd go down and watch Brookvale Oval and watch Manly play, and yeah, so
So it really comes to your childhood experiences then.
yeah,
How you really formed it.
Yeah, the sporting love of sport comes from my childhood. I've always been involved in it as a young kid, and yeah, no, I love it, mate.
Love this sport, yeah.
I'll
I
drink
do
to
like
that.
other things,
Most fittest player on the bloody tennis court, that's for sure.
yeah, I run them all around the court,
Yeah.
but not as much as you know who. He runs them around, and they have to get the ball from the other side of the fence, mate.
All the way to Tasmania.
I also he can play. We have Udo, who is the captain of the first Tasmanian AFL football team, and here we have the first bounce. He caves the ball. He doesn't know what to fucking do. He runs the ball. He fucking throws it away. He can't even kick the ball.
He grab his bong out.
Oh shit! Oh, he forgot to grab the ball because he was too busy cracking a VB can.
Yeah, so what we're talking about is because I've known Callum for quite a few years. One of my best friends here, Callum, and So this one guy that we know, we're friends with, he played a game of tennis with us, and he used to hit the ball out and all that kind of carry on. It was one game, and he could have actually won the whole season for us, virtually. So we're going to go to a break now. Callum, have you got any YouTube channels or anything that people can follow you on, or?
Nah.
No, nothing like that.
Not even the Insta.
I am on OnlyFans with Bernard Thomas, but no, we're kidding.
Okay, yeah, all
right.
Yeah, so
We'll put it down below.
we'll put in the description below.
Why
Bernard
not?
Tomic and Callum on Instagram.
That's actually good timing because I need to crack another beer. Mate.
Yeah, because we're going to go for a break now. Time's going to go off in about 20 seconds. So make sure you follow us, like, and subscribe to us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. And also press that notification bell on YouTube, just right there. And then also check out our website where you can see the latest new people are coming on, and there goes the alarm.
podcast.
On the
MaasStaple.
podcast, yeah. So, alrighty, we're going to catch you in a second. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
MaasStaple. Hello, welcome back to the MaasStaple podcast. We're doing another episode with our good guest Callum here.
And Callum, episode 19, Callum. We've got here. So, we're going on about a little bit of banter now because we've got a little bit of banter. So,
yeah, good stories, mate.
Back last year or the year before, I can't fully remember at the moment now. Callum used to do this thing. Callum and I used to do this thing called gay wrestling. And
I remember this.
Gay wrestling.
Yeah.
Was it called gay wrestling?
Well, it was called gay because
two guys.
Two guys, and then Callum, how he won was he put his fucking dick in my furry face. And I like guy, and then he fucking trapped me in there. I was like, no, put a dick in my fucking face. No,
you loved it.
I
mate.
didn't fucking love it at all. I hated it.
I choked you out a couple of times, and then.
Yeah, I won most of the time though.
No, you fuck off.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I beat you 3 times, and you beat me twice.
No, I beat you fucking 5, at least.
Get fucked.
Yeah.
I did not. You tapped me out twice.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I tapped you out twice. That means you won twice.
No, it doesn't. If I tap you out, it means I won.
Yeah, but then I also tapped you out as well.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah, well.
So you didn't win 5 times.
No, I did it fucking 3 or 4 times.
Okay. Now it's 3 and 4. Okay.
3.5. We'll balance it out, mate.
2.5.
Alright, whatever. Let's just say it was dead even.
No, definitely I beat you because there was times where you weren't tapping out at all.
Oh yeah, then I'd nearly pass out. Yeah.
Yeah, there was that one time
my face was blue.
Your face is blue, and then because like everyone was celebrating, and then
grabbing the couch out.
Then he fucking came up behind me and fucking went for it.
Oh.
I was like,
I didn't tap out, so I lost, mate. Yeah, so let's talk about the gay wrestling.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was pretty gay.
Well, I took you down a couple of times, and I was on top, and.
Well, that's what makes it gay, because you're on fucking top.
Well, I just pretended you were Scarlett Johansson. Mate,
oh, fuck off. Nah. Don't do that to her. I'm not trying to be the Marvel Cinematic Universe here.
Oh, mate.
So, Stephen, you got any banter against Callum?
Not really. I don't know. I guess just that's the only thing I really relate.
You're not meant to say his name.
You're not meant to say his name.
Okay, beep. We'll just add a beep effect.
Definitely have to put that beep there.
Beep.
Yeah.
About his name, yeah.
Sorry. The drink's
his name's Randy. We'll call him Randy.
Yeah, so
Rendell.
Yeah. We've got this. Yeah,
All
got this guy called Rendell. And so he was playing tennis with us, and with Callum and I, because we really needed someone to play tennis.
Had no one. I've fallen out with a lot of the players because they were cunts, but fuck them.
Yeah.
But
then
managed to drag a bricklayer out there. He borrowed his mate's ute.
Yeah, he wore his thongs to the tennis court. He said, "Can I borrow your shoes, Michael?" So he had to get some shoes out of the car.
Michael had to pick him up from the fucking police station. No, that's not true.
No, that was the exciting one. That one.
I'm not even joking. I'll carry on. The bloke could not hold a fucking fucking racket to save his life. I've coached some 3-year-old kids. They could beat him.
Set up a tourney.
I mean,
let's see it.
Look, okay, we need to settle this right now. Rendell v Roger Federer for the Wimbledon Championship.
He could have won, actually, I believe.
He could have taken him because after the first game, the bloke wouldn't have been able to make a ball and Roger would have walked off the court and he'd win by default.
Yeah, because he...
and then he'd go straight to the pub. And bring his bong out on court and do his speech.
Yeah, the only way we could get Randy Rendell to play was by a box of fucking beer.
Yeah. And get your fucking drug dealer down the court, mate.
Off now.
What's that
matter.
one?
Yeah, that one that's turned off. Yeah.
Fuck.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter me being on. Just talk more,
it does
Stephen.
a little bit.
Stephen, you can
Just
talk
more.
Yeah.
Oh no, we got to have Michael on, mate.
Oh, that's all right. We'll continue on talking. I just won't be in the podcast. Wait, no, I'm in that camera. I got the backup one.
Turn that one around.
Oh, that's all right. No, I'm in it.
It's the wide shot, isn't it?
Wide shot, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, so
gotcha.
no, we're all good. We're all safe. It should be. Randy Rendell, he would have been one of the best players of all time, I reckon.
Can you imagine in his post-Wimbledon speech with Sue Barker? That's the MC for Wimbledon finals, for anyone who doesn't know. She has that lovely voice, and I'm interviewing Randy Rendell as the Wimbledon champion. So Randy, I actually have I've actually memorised his interview. I'll play it for you now. So Randy, are you honoured to win Wimbledon?
Yeah, mate. Oh, yeah, I was down at the pub last night and mate called me up, said out to play Roger for fuck. Yeah, and I was bloody lighting up my bong and for fuck. Anyway, so I went down to Wimbledon and I was in me flannel and me mullet and I was in me thongs and the cunt wouldn't let me inside. I thought, fuck, how am I going to be able to play this bloke? And anyway, pulled a few strings and offered to give the bloke a wristy and ended up getting him, mate. And I was walking through all this Wimbledon and I was swearing, lighting up bongs, having a beer, mate. And one bloke came up to me and he's like,
excuse me, young sir. You cannot smoke on the Wimbledon grounds.
Back off, mate. No. Get back. No.
Sir, this is not a laughing matter. There's a bit of this interview to go.
I drank at the worst time.
Are you right?
Go on, yeah.
So he was like, sir, you cannot drink and smoke. Wimbledon's a very traditional, very prestigious club.
Oh, I just think, get fucked, mate. I'll read your fucking missus cunt.
And then,
They're my bloody stubby, bro.
Yeah, well, bro, if you're going to give me a hard time, at least shout me a pint of piss, mate. Come on, I've got to play Roger Federer. Help us out here, mate. And then, anyway, I found the change rooms and I went back. Then I went past Roger Federer and then I was like, oh, who the fuck are you, dickhead, mate?
He was like, well, I'm Roger Federer. I'm the Switzerland tennis player and I'm the 20 Grand Slam champion. Who are you?
Fucking Randy Rendell from fucking outback Queensland, mate. Well, apparently I got to play the Wimbledon final. Yeah. Anyway, so went out on the court and couldn't hit a ball in the court, mate. And then Roger walked off and fucking lit me bong up and hit the bowls, mate. And then Sue Barker came on and I'll tell you what happened from there.
So Randy Rendell, I bet you're very honoured it's such a prestigious award winning Wimbledon.
Oh, I couldn't give a fuck, mate.
Where can I get the fuck out of here? Go to the bar, mate.
I bloody rocked up in a fucking cop car. Oh, where's the nearest pub, boys?
I'm sorry, sir. We cannot be talking like that. Tell us about your journey to being a Wimbledon champion.
Uh-oh.
What the fuck's Wimbledon, mate? It is Wimbledon. I thought Wimbledon was the name of a girl, mate.
Can I find you on Tinder?
Yeah. Bloody hell, mate. I fucking hooked up with your daughter on Tinder, Mr. Subaka. Anyway, I'm out of here, mate. See you later.
So yeah, that was the interview of Randy Rantell's experience at Wimbledon. So I'm happy to share it with you.
Yeah, that was a really good story, that one. No, just the technique we had of his
Then
serve and forehand, that was just amazing.
Oh, yeah. What the fuck's a serve forehand, mate?
Like, you just throw it up and then hit it over the top.
Oh, really? Anyway, so Sue Barker was fortunate enough to run into Rafael Nadal, and I can play the interview of that as well.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Well, so Rafa, it was great to run into you at Wimbledon. What are you doing here? Well, it is an honour to be here. Well, it is so Barker. It's very honoured to nice to meet you. But well, I am very honoured to be here, and well, I wanted to come and watch my good friend Roger play in the finals of Wimbledon. But apparently there is this Aussie guy, Rendell, and well, he made Roger retire after the first game. Well, you know, Uncle Tony and me are not very impressed. Well, I am going to go down to the Spanish pub and have a couple of tequila, and well, thank you very much for having me. So that was Rafael Nadal's interview with Sue Barker.
Yeah, Subaka, yeah. No, just
Very
Yeah, no-
interesting. I
yeah,
like
no, the way he served and
it. Roger has that very thick accent. That's something we should all commend.
I was being Rafa, not Roger.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Oh yeah, Rafa, Roger, same
No,
thing.
just the way Randy Rendell like hit those balls, like they were just amazing. How I've never seen anyone hit the tennis ball like that in my whole life.
I know, it was amazing. I've never seen anyone hit the ball like that at Wimbledon ever. Because usually most people that play at Wimbledon actually hit the ball in the court.
Yeah.
So
They don't just throw the
I've
racket.
never seen anyone hit the ball like that. All the balls were going into the crowd. They were going to the left. They were going to the right. It was like a bloody shit show, mate.
Racket gave someone a tumour at the front of the
and he's lighting
audience.
and he's lighting up a bong, and he's offering the umpire a beer. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, fucking
And the
hell,
Queen was in attendance as well.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah.
Let's not forget that.
Mm.
Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth, and said, "G'day, love, want a root?" And like to the Queen, he's like, come on, Prince Philip hasn't got long to go, mate."
I've got another 65 years on me.
Yeah. Then the Queen said,
I won't
"Well,
age.
sir, the way you drink, you don't have another 65 years on you." So that was all the shenanigans that went down at Wimbledon.
Wimbledon, yeah. Is there any other banter we've got going on, or?
What
I mean-
about Novak Djokovic giving everyone fucking coronavirus when
Yeah,
he tried to throw that
that's
tennis
true.
tournament? You remember
Yeah.
that? We call him Novak's Djokovid. Get it?
that's-
Novak's
yeah,
because he's
Novak,
anti-vax,
Yeah.
and Djokovid.
Novak Djokovic.
Novak's Djokovid.
Djokovic, yeah. Bit lost with words here.
Yeah.
So who's been like the most influential? Who's like, if you could choose 3 people in like your whole yeah. Who's your most influential person that year?
Fuck, you sound like Steve Carell off Bruce Almighty. I'd have to say top 2, probably mum and dad, because they're my parents and they've shaped me into the person who I am today. They've taught me right from wrong. You know, I have a great relationship with them and they're fantastic. Outside of them, it's a good question. Who would I put as number 3?
Definitely not Michael.
I was thinking about Michael Maas, and then
Yeah, no,
the
better not.
Dockers probably not, mate.
Yeah.
But influential. I'm gonna give you this is a very left of field answer. I hope he never watches this. I would have to say Ben Cousins.
Okay, yeah.
Because the mistakes he's made off the field have been a good reminder what I don't want to be like when I'm older.
Yeah.
I hope he never watches this. I mean, but
You never know.
it was actually very influential because seeing his life spiral out of control and the choices he made, it was a nice reminder to not go down that path.
In that path,
So it was a very good deterrent to stay away from harmful stuff, such as recreational drugs and alcohol, even though I'm drinking a beer, but in moderation, obviously. So yeah, I found he was very influential because he taught me what not to do.
Yeah. And,
Let's just-
yeah.
Wait, were you going to say something?
Yeah, go on, yeah, go
Okay.
on. Yeah, you talk.
Meats or vegetables? Which one?
Any vegans watching the podcast?
Oh, fuck knows.
Yeah,
what
who
he watches,
knows?
Yeah.
Who knows at
well.
this point?
Oh, mate, I love me meat. Yeah, love a bit of meat.
Yeah.
Honey badger. No, I mean, vegetables are very crucial to a healthy diet, but I enjoy eating a good steak or a good fucking cheeseburger from Macca's, and I incorporate a lot of vegetables in my diet because I want to stay healthy, but definitely prefer meat.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
So, mate, it would be your question.
Oath.
Yeah.
Bloody oath. Bloody oath.
Yeah,
I agree with
so
that
what's been your biggest failure and what have you learnt from it?
Failure, well, that's a good question. I have to think about that one.
Should we go to a break and then we'll
Maybe, yeah.
get back to it? Okay,
I'll
yep.
think about
Alright,
it. Yeah,
sure
yeah.
thing.
Alrighty, alright. So make sure you like and subscribe to us on the YouTube channel. Stephen, you do the rest.
Okay, make sure you check out the MaasStaple, the MaasStaple website and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Okay,
Alrighty.
no
Catch up.
worries. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hello, welcome back to the MaasStaple podcast. We still have our guest here, Callum, and we are up to scene 3, or segment 3, as you would probably like to call it. So, Michael, what else should we talk about?
What has
Let's go on.
so this is the Callum. What has been your biggest failure and what did you learn from it?
Yeah, that's right. I was meant to think of that, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, between the rate.
No, it was, so one time in school, and got into a fight with someone in year 3, and I've got in a fight, and I punched him in the head, and I felt really, I'm not making light of it, I felt really bad about it, and from then on in, I just said, look, we can get pissed off, and doesn't mean we need to hit people or be nasty. So I felt a lot of regret from that. So from then on in, I've made a concerted effort to be a kind, gentle human being. So that was a failure that shaped my personality and my character. Learning from a violent incident and feeling the regret and the aftermath of it. And yeah, so that's one failure that did shape me. Yeah.
Is that why you didn't try very hard in gay wrestling?
No, unfortunately in gay wrestling you're not allowed to throw strikes, but yeah, maybe I've lost a touch of my aggression from when I was 7 years old.
Yeah, and so apart from working as a tennis coach, what else do you do?
Very good question. I kind of just go to the tennis club and then I go home. On weekends I like catching up with friends and stuff like that. I enjoy going to the pub, having a few beers, or going to a friend's house, having a few beers, and I get home, I watch a bit of footy and watch a bit of cricket and keep an update on the scores and flick through social media and keep up to date with what's going on and stuff like that. I live a pretty regimented lifestyle, but I need to get out and do more things and expand my horizons. But at the moment, so I just kind of wake up, do my thing, go to tennis, and then come home and sort of just flick around the internet and TV and whatnot.
We do a lot more than Stephen does, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, there's also girls, you know.
Oh, girls as well, yeah.
Yeah, very high in demand.
Yeah.
Very high in demand.
No, if you're a tennis coach, you usually get high demanding girls.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so
very demanding.
What's your ambitions for the next 5 years?
That's a good question. I haven't really sat down and thought about it, to be perfectly honest. I'm just trying to take it day by day. But I understand that maybe tennis coaching may not be a long-term thing, so I understand that my strength lies within numbers, so mathematics. So preferably long-term, if I'm still not involved in tennis, probably an office job working with numbers, so that could be an accountant or something along those lines.
Engineer or something, or would you?
Probably not engineer. I'm probably don't have much of a mechanical aptitude, but probably with numbers and like office kind of environment, more relaxed type of vibe. That's probably something that would be highly suitable for me.
Yep.
So something mathematical or in the numbers department or the financial sector.
Not nice. Yeah. If you could give yourself advice, what would it be? Like, if you're younger
person.
Yeah.
Probably to just trust the journey. I mean, when I was a kid, I had all these great plans and what I was going to do and what I was going to be. I mean, it's important to dream big, but just live life day by day, because you can look too far ahead and you can actually forget to enjoy the current moment. So if I was to give advice to my younger self, I would just enjoy the journey and learn the lessons day by day.
Have realistic expectations.
Realistic,
as well,
yeah, exactly.
kinda,
I completely agree. You need
Okay.
to understand where you're at and what you're capable of. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you?
It's good to have ambition, though.
Do you believe that you've met your forget about it. I forgot what I said.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all
So, what's one thing that you wish you'd known before you began tennis coaching and all that?
Probably maybe expand my horizons a little bit.
Yeah.
In terms of there's a lot of stuff I can't do. Like, I don't know how to change a tyre. Like some independent stuff, when you go out, and like every time I still have to go to the doctors, I still have to go with my mum. So just stuff like that. And I would have liked to, maybe when I was younger, make a more of a concerted effort to become more independent.
Yep.
Yeah. So if I had my time over again, I would have learned how to become more independent and do stuff without the assistance of other people.
Yeah.
My time over again.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh shit. Steve, you got any questions for Callum at the moment?
How did you find the COVID response?
That was tough because just before COVID hit in February, I lost a very good friend to suicide.
Oh,
So pardon me. So that was mid to late February. And so at a time like that, you obviously need to lean on your friends quite a lot, and you kind of crave the social interactions with other people, because that's a good way. Well, when you're grieving, that having that connection with other people is so important. And then, so Dylan died, and then we were with my friends for a couple of weeks. Like, we'd go out for a couple of weekends, and we'd all be around each other. And then COVID hit, and all of a sudden we had to be separated from each other, which was kind of tough. So I'd just be in my room, and oftentimes on weekends I would catch myself drinking alone, and I just would be talking to people on Facebook, and that would be my way of staying connected. So the COVID time was very, very challenging, but it actually allowed me to develop closer relationships, because when we were able to start seeing each other again, we felt this incredible sense of tightness, because it'd been a long time. It was catching up with long lost friends. Tightness. Fuck's sake.
He looked at me.
Sorry, I had to laugh. Sorry.
Come on, I meant that in a serious.
Yeah.
I know, he looked at me, and then I
This incredible tightness.
The bond got more strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bond got
As
more
time
strong.
went on. Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Okay.
mean like a tight pussy. He just means like a
Or maybe it was a pun too.
like Stephen
It
was
wasn't.
thinking.
It was not.
No.
Stephen was thinking a tight pussy, while Callum and I were actually thinking about a tight connection with everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Dirty.
Yeah.
And then he
Anyway.
looked at me, then I had to
I don't know.
laugh because he started laughing.
He was laughing, and I'm like, come on,
Sorry.
tell me that. Nah, it's all good. It's all good, mate.
Go on. Sorry.
So when we caught up, it was like long lost friends, and it really forged a close connection with everyone. And I during COVID, I couldn't really do much, so I really got to work on my fitness and So I went out running a lot because I couldn't play tennis and I couldn't do anything. So I'd go running once or twice a day. And yeah, I felt like I actually was able to turn the negative into a positive. And fortunately, it wasn't too long. We're only stuck at home for like 2 or 3 months, and then we could get back out. But no, I learnt a lot. But initially, it was quite a tough blow to have to be separated from my friends during a time when we needed each other after losing such a close friend. But overall, I found it a great learning experience, definitely.
Yeah.
Glad it's over though.
Like, is there a way that anyone could have helped your friend who passed away, or was it just unexpected and no one thought?
It was quite unexpected. I met up with him a week before that he did it. I'm not going to go into the reasons for legal reasons, but I saw him a week before it happened. He was very cheery. He was very happy-go-lucky, and I had no idea that the guy was suffering from depression. So it was literally a week before it happened, happy-go-lucky, and hung out with the bloke. And then I found out a week later what happened, and I was in complete shock. And as all of our friendship group were, we had no idea that the guy was struggling so much. So it came as a huge shock, definitely. So I don't feel any regret for it, because how can you help someone that you're unaware is, if you think someone's happy, you don't, it doesn't raise alarm bells with you. So no, I feel no regret, because he didn't reach out to us or whatever, and so we were completely unaware of his struggles. Yeah, so I don't suffer regret from it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're ever feeling like that, always talk to a close friend, family member, or a counsellor or something like that. And
psychiatrist.
Yeah, there's also
psychologists.
Helplines out there as well.
Yeah.
The helpline, I forgot the number, but we'll put it down in below.
131114.
Yeah, that's the one. So that would have been really challenging.
It was also, sorry to butt in, but another bit about COVID, also been a big sport fan, there was no live sport.
Apart from horse racing.
Oh. Would we call that a sport? Let's not get into horse racing.
I work in horse racing.
Yeah. No, and then after a couple of months, UFC 249 was the first live sporting event that they, since COVID, and that was a great event, but that also sucked. Not being able to play sport, not being able to watch sport, but sorry.
A lot of replays and all that.
That was good. That was probably the best thing about COVID. I got to sit back at home and watch a lot of old Wimbledon final replays and a lot of old footy matches.
Yeah, footy, yeah.
A lot of old UFC fights back in the day, watching two blokes sitting in the octagon and just bloody hammering each other. Absolutely.
Without the restrictions they have now and all that kind of carry on.
Yeah, some of the old UFC fights when you could kick cunts in the head when they were on the floor, and
now you can't even do that. You can't even put a hand on someone.
No, I know, right? It's fighting without contact.
Yeah, pretty much what it is now. The AFL's fucking shocking at it.
Absolutely. They change the rules every 2 fucking seconds.
I know.
Gillum McLaughlin, if you're watching, stop fucking tinkering with the game, bro.
Yeah, he's just a fucking pussy, just like the players that play now.
Gil, you're a good bloke, but stop changing the rules.
No,
mate.
but they didn't even reconsider. They didn't, like, West Australia had the best, like, for no COVID, right? They could have had the hub here.
You Victorians fucked it all up.
No, but they didn't even consider having the grand final here in WA.
Yeah.
The week before, or whatever it was, they had a fucking coronavirus outbreak in Queensland.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck? Like, you put it here in WA.
And we got to remember, we also have a 60,000 seat stadium.
Yeah.
We were much more deserving, and we've had more successful clubs.
And we've got better venue as well, like the lighting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wasn't it up to like Mike McGowan or something?
No,
he tried his hardest. It was the AFL. AFL.
Right.
Yeah. They've got a lot of bias towards the eastern states. Well, I'll just put it out there when I can.
Yeah, and the cricket as well.
They hate WA. Let's just say it. The AFL fucking hate WA.
Yeah.
They would be so happy if we were never successful.
Yeah.
Every time the Eagles win it, sorry, I'm going on a rant.
Go for it.
Every time the Eagles win a premiership, they want to say that we were on drugs and our premierships are tainted and we never deserved it. Yep. I would go back to a lot of Victorian clubs, and I bet you a lot of those clubs were not squeaky clean.
No.
So there's a lot of hypocrisy with the Eastern Seaboard.
There was the Bombers as well. They had
the Essendon. They're the most. They've won the most premierships in history, and they have a freaking drug program, and they come out and admitted it. and we still glorify them as the greatest club in the history of the AFL. Like, what about West Coast that have we won a premiership doing recreational drugs? If anything, that's a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Try winning a premiership when half your players are on cocaine and meth.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That is not tainted.
No, it's not
We
tainted.
fully deserved it.
Yeah. Alrighty, we're going to go to a break now. So, Stephen, what do we do?
All right, don't forget to subscribe. Press the all notification bell on the YouTube, and make sure you check out the MaasStaple.com and follow Facebook, Twitter, and Insta. All right, no worries then.
Okay,
We'll
catch
see you
up.
guys soon.
MaasStaple.
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 MaasStaple. MaasStaple.
MaasStaple.
MaasStaple.
And hello and welcome back to the Maas&Staple podcast. We've got Stephen and our special guest for tonight.
G'day.
For episode 19, Callum Murphy here. So we've talked about...
Oh, he said my last.
You should be on it, I think.
Sorry, what?
Wait, should we do it again or...
Nah, it's alright.
Nah,
We
it'll
can
be
beep it
fine.
out. We can beep it out anyway.
Nah, it's fine.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
beep it out.
Should be
Alright,
okay.
sorry about that, Callum. Oh shit, I better press that button. Okay, yeah, so we've talked about a lot of things, like a little bit of banter between each other and the serious stuff of depression with Callum's mate.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to a thing now that I've actually started by asking everyone the same question. See what answers we've got. Stephen's already asked one of the questions already.
Nando.
Yeah, we'll talk about Nando afterwards. Yeah, so question number 2, because Stephen's already asked the first one. Do you prefer cats or dogs?
Slightly cats. Because I have 2 cats of my own, and I've always liked the pussy, mate, so...
Yeah, fair enough. Yep.
Gotta get the pussy.
Yeah.
Gotta get that
Gotta
pussy
go.
on the
I
Friday
love
night.
dogs, don't get me wrong, they're beautiful, but cats, I mean, they're so cute. I love cats.
Yep. Do you prefer day or night?
Mate, on a weekday, probably prefer the day. On a weekend, I prefer the night because that means you're out. Often that's when you're out with the boys on the piss. So
Yep.
I'd have to sit on the fence on that one.
You can't dog the boys on a Saturday night either.
No, you can't. Fuck the girls, mate.
Yeah,
You can't.
Saturday nights for the boys.
Absolutely, mate. If the missus wants to hang out, sit on the couch, watch Bridget Jones, fuck her.
Yep.
Just with Saturday nights for the boys. No two ways about it.
And do you prefer ships or aeroplanes?
Probably aeroplanes because I've been on some good airplanes. I've had the pleasure of flying business class, so
Oh,
Definitely.
look at you.
yeah. Haven't joined the Mile High Club, unfortunately.
Oh,
but
yep. That's a hard one, that one.
Yeah, it creates a bit of
Yeah.
turbulence, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Definitely airplanes, mate.
Yeah, aeroplanes, yep. Do you... How many balloons do you reckon it'll take to fill up this whole room?
523.
523, okay, yep.
Oh, that sounds reasonable, actually.
Had to be held precise about it.
It's better than 10,000.
Yeah, definitely better.
Wait, you mean blown up or just...
You're blown up,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
blown
blown up 523.
Okay, yep. If aliens landed and said you could have any job on their planet, what would you choose?
Can I give a joke answer and then a serious
Yeah,
answer?
go for it.
Probably a joke answer would be probably a prostitute, and you can only accept offers from really hot chicks. My my real one, probably to. Well, could you say being a professional tennis player is a job?
Yeah.
Probably to play tennis 11 months a year and just travel the world
yeah.
and play. So that would be my ultimate job.
The ultimate job.
Or being the CEO of Amazon like Jeff Bezos. And lose half
Elon
my
Musk.
money. Lose half my money. Elon Musk, that guy works 18 hours a day. That wouldn't be very fun.
If he said you're good with numbers, and he's good with rockets and their numbers.
Well, true. I'm not quite that smart, but I'll happily take his bank balance. So yeah, I'd probably be a tennis player.
Maybe become an accountant then.
Well, I could be as an accountant.
Yeah.
I'd probably earn a bit of money, wouldn't I?
Oh, definitely, that's for sure. If you're an ice cream, what flavour would you be?
Definitely vanilla.
Yeah,
Definitely
yeah.
vanilla.
And if you could be any superhero, which one would you be? Stephen, what do you usually say when you do this?
Oh, what I said last time was, if you're a superhero, just be prepared for your family, your uncle, your girlfriend, You know, someone around you to die. So just think hard on this one.
Yeah, but like, what if you hate your girlfriend and she's a fucking bitch? Then you don't have to hide her.
That's true.
I guess so.
Yeah. So if you're choosing Iron Man then, wouldn't you?
Who would I choose?
Iron Man.
I would probably go... If I was... Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, oh.
I'll go Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man, yeah.
Uncle Ben.
Yeah, Uncle Ben died. Your uncle dies.
Oh yeah, he does go through a lot of grief, doesn't he? No, I still go Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man, I reckon.
He's pretty good. I'd back him in a fight against most people.
Yeah. Describe yourself in one word.
Inquisitive.
Inquisitive, okay, yeah.
Inquisitive.
That's
Ooh.
interesting.
Fancy word.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All the girls like that one.
The long words is not the only long thing about me, mate. As you would know from the gay wrestling.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Nostalgia's coming back,
That
Michael.
was just disgusting, that shit.
Hey, you partook in it, mate. You're in no position to judge, mate.
Oh, yeah. At least I did it. Not like the other guys. Chickened out of it.
No, but in all seriousness, no, it does actually impress the ladies, you know,
Yeah.
out on a date, you know, pulling out all these, not the only time I pull out, but pulling out all these long words and definitely the intelligence levels can, it's a bit of a G spot with a vocabulary.
Gotta hit that G spot,
Oh,
as Michael and me used to say.
yeah.
Oh,
Regarding chicks. Gotta hit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck, we're getting off track here.
Yeah, would you rather live in a permanently, like live in a roller coaster park or in a zoo?
Roller coaster, because life is a roller coaster.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Oh. Alrighty, so yeah, we're gonna go back to like a kind of like a serious topic. So a couple years ago Callum was the captain of the tennis pennants team, Division 13. We had a few incidents that year.
J.O. or Nando?
Yeah, we had Jo, and we also had another guy called Nando. I'll let Callum choose which one he wants to talk about first.
Go J.O.
Yeah, Jo. Yeah, Jo.
J.D.
Yeah, like the most embarrassing one for me. Like
Yeah.
last year. All right, yeah, go on with Jano. So tell us the story. Like,
So
you can look in the camera if you want to tell everyone.
I met the bloke and had a hit with him once and thought, you know, just good opportunity to make a good friendship and build a good bond with my teammates and hung out with a bloke and
not sexually or anything, like just a game of tennis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Just as a friend.
yeah.
Yeah.
absolutely, mate. Not if he was the last man on earth. No, the bloke had a fucking screw loose. It turns out it was very nice. He'd always take me home and oh fuck's sake. So like after tennis practice, like he would drop me off at home on the way to his house. He would always take me home.
Take me home.
To the sweet time. God, no. No, I'm kidding. So he was always very generous with his time, but as the season went on, he started to make good friends with the other guys in the team, and it turns out that they had a vendetta against me. So he showed his true colours towards the end of the time that I knew him. There were a lot of guys that were, as Michael would know, he was the only guy I could trust in the team, being one of my best mates, and we had to sit by and watch all these blokes bloody try to railroad me out of the club, and I stuck to my guns and I won all my matches during the year, playing number one, took the best player every week, beat him, had to deal with all those off-field distractions, so that's actually one of my proudest tennis achievements while I'm at it, being able to win every week with all the off-field politics stuff, and he got a lot of blokes offside with me and stuff like that, and claimed that he was going to be one of the best players in Australia and was going to sue Tennis Australia if you and me weren't playing Davis Cup the next year, and
That's
I'm
pretty
sure that's what
Yeah.
Michael was saying to me, and he said that he was JD, I think his name was, sorry, JD.
Yeah.
And then said that he was gonna improve his game and get to a point where he could like play in tournaments. And
Yeah.
remember I told you about this? And that he was compete for win titles and then eventually make it to the top at the ripe old age of over 50. With his, he's just, I admired his ambition, but I don't confuse ambition with ability, alright? Anyway, so he would get a lot of blokes offside with me, and then it turned out that I fell out with a lot of people, not for any fault of my own. So that was quite unfortunate and then turned against me, but I found a way to win every week, and it was a tumultuous season. But
he was going to sue our tennis club as well for giving us bad tennis courts as well. That was another one.
Yeah, he voiced his opinion about that, like, especially playing Division 13 at Leederville, and you're expecting the courts to be like Wimbledon. I think a bit out of touch with yourself, mate. I think a bit out of line there.
And and he was gonna. Who else was he? There was Tennis Australia. He was gonna sue.
Yeah. For not having us in Davis Cup. Even though we're like not even ranked in the top 1,000 in Australia at the time. and you've got the likes of Nick Kyrgios, Tanasi Kokonakis, Bernard Tomic and Jordan Thompson playing for them at the time, and Leighton Hewitt. But yeah, definitely we should be in there, according to him.
Yeah, cool.
In Division 13. At Leederville Tennis Club on bloody fucking whatever street, I can't remember, but
Oxford Street, I think it was.
Yeah, it ran off Oxford Street, didn't it? But I'm like, there's a lot of good players in Australia. We're not quite up to that level, mate. Remember Traffic Cone? That guy that kept calling every ball out?
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
I know it's a bit off topic, but I thought we should bring that up. This bloke kept calling every ball out.
Yeah, yep, I remember that.
Yeah, that guy.
Does he still play at Sorrento, or?
No.
They got rid of him,
I haven't seen him. Since,
oh, that's
mate.
good.
Yeah, I remember it was Sorrento, but no, I haven't seen him since, mate.
Yeah, then going back to our other one about Nando. It's
no relation to chicken and chips or anything. But...
Yeah, no, nothing to do with that. No spice or peri chicken.
No burgers?
No burgers or anything.
Although
like
it was a spicy match.
It was a spicy match. So I had him up. Most of the game I was ahead of him. Until...
I'll take it from here.
Yeah, anyway, he played...
You lead me into it.
He played for Alexander Park, which is my old club, before I moved to Leederville, where I met Callum. I was versing a guy called Nando. Take it away.
Okay, so Michael's starting very well, and he's got off to a lead, and he was on one of the courts that the socials usually play on, and then they kicked him off. And I reckon that ruined his rhythm, because you were up a set and a break from what... You were up one set and you had a break a serve in the second set from what you were telling me, so it really arrested your momentum. So they've had to throw him off the court, the fucking entitled social belligerent cunts.
Yeah.
That old fucking 70-year-old cunts that think they're entitled to everything.
Yeah.
Anyway, not all 70-year-olds, a lot of you are nice.
A lot of them are nice, yeah, but
yeah,
then
these ones in particular, they're like, get the fuck off, they're just old court. So Michael got thrown up onto the top court, and it all went downhill from there, but he still found a way to take it to a third set tiebreak. Obviously lost the second set. Here we go, so he's 8-7, Michael gets a short ball, he follows it into the net, and he gets an overhead smash that Roger Federer could probably hit with his eyes shut. He's about 2 metres away from the net. It was the easiest shot in the book. And if he makes this regulation overhead smash, he takes himself to a 9-7 lead and has 2 match points up his sleeve. I saw Michael under it. He would have looked more comfortable taking a shit in front of the watching universe. Yeah, he was very uneasy under that ball. He's gone up and he's shanked it into the bottom of the net. He's jumped up, he's jumping around, he's going, fuck, and then he's smashed his racket. He's proceeded to lose the next 2 points, and Nando hits a forehand winner and proceeded to celebrate like he won the lotto or he won the AFL Grand Final.
Well, even fucking Wimbledon,
He pretended like he won Wimbledon.
Yeah,
even
Wimbledon.
Even Federer doesn't celebrate that much.
Yeah, no.
He ran around the whole fucking court, throwing his hands up, going, "Rah!" And I thought the bloke was going to fucking do a fucking nudie run after a
that's
minute.
what I thought, yeah.
For shit, you barely beat a guy in Divi 13. Like, no offense, Michael, but like...
And the worst player on the team as well. He'd always lose every week.
Yeah, he scraped across the line. He scraped across the line against the weakest link.
If he fucked against versing J.O.
Oh, J.O. would have creamed him. Oh. And he would have sat him down for a 30-minute chat about life, and he would have rambled on about...
They get his 100 lawyers on board as well.
and in the health system and stuff like that, and it would have been like, what the fuck you on about? Like,
I remember one guy left the group chat because he was like, what are you talking about?
and J.O. His name's
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Jack. Yeah, sorry, I got mixed up in the names there.
Yeah, other
J.O.
John. You know, mate.
Yeah.
Bloke. But yeah, remember when he bloody you know, who brought all those guys on the group chat? And I'm like, what the fuck? You have nothing to do with us, mate. Like,
that's what even they said as well.
All
right, yeah, we're finishing off the podcast now. Due to we've run out a bit of time. This alarm's going to go off in about 40-something seconds. So thank you so much for being here, Callum, today on the podcast. And hopefully we can get you again another time. And
cheers, boys.
Cheers. Thanks for that.
Thanks for that.
No, thank you for having me. It was a pleasure to be here. I've been looking forward to it for a long time, and hope it turns out well.
Yeah, thank you so much for that, Callum. The nice words there. And Stephen, would you like to finish off the podcast?
All right, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to... What?
Oh, yeah, go on. Yeah, go on.
Oh, yeah, go on.
Hang on. Nice, Gary.
Nice one, Gary.
Nice, Gary. All right, guys.
Yep.
Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Press that notification bell. Make sure it's on all. Follow the
Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter pages that are right here below me. Bling, 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 bling. You know, the ones that come out. And then also, don't forget to have a look at our website as well.
Callum wants to say something real
MaasStaple.
quick.
After you're done.
And
after
go
you're
on, take it away, Callum.
Be sure to tip your waitress.
We'll end it there. Ready? 3, 2. We'll all say it at the same time in the wide camera.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
MaasStaple. Nice.
There we are.
Right.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.